to drive, dude!
Okay, so we're playing the hacking mode, and I'm getting invaded right now, which means someone's coming into my game. They've already seen me, tagged me, and they're hacking my phone. So it's my job to hunt them down, figure out which one's an actual person, and which one's an AI. So this was easy because he was just sitting right there. So my method, as always, is to use the grenade launcher. It's the fastest way to knock a player out. So we'll cut to the next scene here. This whole volume, the first volume, is just mostly wins. You won't see me fail much here. So on this mode, it's still hacking, but it's my turn to get into someone else's game. And I'll just forward this because he's trying to get away from me. So unless I start the hack, I can't lock down the location. Once I start a hack, then I get to restrict the other player to a certain play area. And I got tired of chasing him, so I just made a steam pipe explode. I knocked his car out, so he's going to jump out of his car. And it's a miracle that he did not see me running down the road, because that's something you usually don't see an AI PC-controlled character doing, running at full sprint. So he's run away. I guess he's still trying to get away from me before I can start the hack. He crosses right in front of me and does not see me. I look like the main character Aiden here in the gameplay, but on his screen, on his PlayStation, I look like an AI character, so I don't look this way on his screen. So unless he pulls out his phone and aims it at me to profile me, he won't know that I'm not an AI character. And right now I'm freaking out because I know he knows what area I'm in. If you look at the mini-map, there's a circle, and he knows I'm in that area. So my genius plan is to just run on top of a building, because most players will look at the ground level, maybe at the train if it's passing by. You can see he's running around the ground right now. So I run over to this building, which I got lucky. I didn't know there was a building there. He's still running around, and it looks like he's coming up the stairs. So I start panicking again, especially because the longer you play, the smaller the circle gets right there in the mini-map, as you saw. So the game helps him out by pinpointing who's invading his game. So I've pretty much given up here. I'm not sure what to do. I jammed his comm, which doesn't do much. If he jammed me, his jammer would stop me from hacking his phone, because the hacking is automated in the background. So I've pretty much given up. If he comes around the corner, I'm done for. But at 97%, I got lucky. He did not find me.
Nice and clean.
Southbound train arriving shortly.
And that's the gameplay.
One of our high-value targets is in town. We need you to hack them.
So this is another match where I have to hack the other player. So he's around the corner. I'm getting nervous here because he's right there. If he turns around and points that cell phone at me, I'm done for. So I sprint a little whenever that newsstand blocks his sight. I've lost track of him. He's gone around the building. Now I haven't started the hack yet, so he doesn't know what area I'm in. He just knows I'm in his game. So my strategy is to run as far away from him as possible before I start the hack, because that means he has to run to me to find me. So I find a very obvious hiding spot. But as I said, most players will look on the ground for the player. They don't look in really weird spots like this on the ledge of a building. So I'm just gonna wait here in the corner. You'll see him finally come around and start just pointing his camera at every other person, every other AI other than me. You can see that the white trails that are coming out. That's him using the cameras around the area to try to find me. This was nerve-wracking because I'm just sitting in the open. And so he's actually using the camera system in the park in this area right now, because the camera can swivel around and look a lot faster and a lot farther than his character can. There are cameras all over this area. He's just triggering random explosions and seeing if he can flush me out. A good method of gameplay is to just start shooting into the ground. All the AI characters start running away, and then you can spot a human who doesn't run, runs too fast or just doesn't react. This gameplay I included just because the ending is just so sour. You'll see I'm over 50% right now. I'm flabbergasted that he hasn't looked up and seen me. But that makes me cocky here in a few seconds. I'm pretty much just laughing at him right now. And this is the glory of Watch Dogs. Just trolling people. Watching them get frustrated. It's a fun stress reliever. Now I can't tell if he's... Oh no, at this point he still hasn't seen me. But he's going to take the lift here in just a second, and I can't tell if he knew that I was there, but as soon as I run off, I should have kept running, because I'm at 98% and 99%.
That sucks.
And I get stopped at 99%. He takes me out, and I do not win at 99%.
Damn,
That was
I gotta fix it on
frustrating.
me. Better find him fast. No.
So I was trying to run away, but the other player had already marked me and started a hacking session. So you can see on the mini-map he's somewhere in this area, and I'm checking every car right now. I'm going around the edge of the map because that's where players usually like to hide. I've been checking cars the entire time, so I turn and run towards the gathered crowd over here, and I point my camera at him, and he's spotted. And he's pretty smart. He tries to hug my body because I can't get a shot off and hit him if he's too close.
Actually, all could go down like that.
But right there, I made him stumble, and I got him. Smart player.
One of our high-value targets is in town. We need you to hack them and install a back door for us.
So this player, for some reason, caused a car crash right as I was getting into their game. So he has this busted car. I'm following him closely. I'm not sure when I should start the hacking because I'm just sitting right next to him, so right now would be a really bad time. So I'm just waiting it out. I have another 30 seconds to initiate my hack. So I just keep waiting and waiting just to see his move. And your field of view when you're playing is really restricted. You can't see past the back bumper of your car if you're the other player. Now I've already profiled him, so I can start the hack at any time. This is a bad spot, but I started here because I was running out of time. I don't want to stay up there where he was before, so I run downstairs or down below the overpass. There's a train station here, so I'm hoping a train will run by and maybe I can hide out of it or on top of it. But I pop back up just to get an eye on him, see where he's at, because you don't want to lose sight of the other guy you're playing against. Now he initiates a blackout, which doesn't really help him, doesn't really help me. So he's just mashing buttons at this point. He was coming over towards me, so I ran down here in case I needed to hide, but he disappeared. So I'm trying to see if I should hide inside the train. And at that moment you saw the little line pop up, the white line. That was him pointing his camera towards me, so I know he's up there. He almost caught me, but instead of pointing it at me, he got the train. So he was just a hair away from figuring out I was the player. Now I don't know where he's gone, so I'm looking for him again. If I'm caught down there, because there are no other AI characters, it should be easy for him to deduce that I am the other regular human player. This car's driving erratically. That might be him. It probably wouldn't be if he's driving away. He'll lose reputation points. That's what you're wagering in multiplayer, reputation points. So if he fails or runs away, he'll lose reputation points. So I figured that wasn't him. He's still somewhere up here. I'm going to pretend to be an AI character and risk it and walk along here just to get an eye on him, just in case I need to run. I don't want him surprising me, coming up behind me and shooting me in the head. There he is. I see him down there on the street. He's randomly going around looking at cars, and he's figured I'm not down there. So now's a good time to run back down there, now that he thinks it's clear down here. And I'm at 98%, so I should win this.
That was easy enough.
Alright, thanks for watching. Look for Volume 2.